What's up, guys? EnderUnknown here, and today I've got a very cool redstone video for you guys. And before we get started, I'm just saying this did take a ton of time, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. So it's right over here, and I call it the circular piston door. I have not seen a circular piston door in Minecraft before, and no, I did not take a what would be considered a 5x5 piston door and put blocks on it. I did not do that, and it has no slime blocks in the entire contraption, so it's not like the back isn't just going to slide down on us, and this is a lot of circuitry. A lot of circuitry. So, first of all, I'm just going to be showing how it works. There's no tutorial on this one because, well, yeah, that's just too much to show in a video. If it is heavily requested, I will take the time to make a tutorial for this. I do have intents on making a bigger version, potentially. I don't know, we'll see about that one. Because right now this does, to me it looks like a 3x3 piston door with like sides, which I don't particularly like. I'd like it to actually look more like a circle. But I was looking on YouTube and I was thinking, why are piston doors only square? That doesn't make sense to me. You think that people would make, other shapes. And, well, this proves why they don't. Or at least most people don't. I don't think I've seen any other shape, or not that many other shapes, other than just the standard piston door. And yes, I do know it's a face. That's optional. But yeah, I didn't see. I looked up circular piston door, and the only thing that came up for me on YouTube was the spiral piston doors, which are 3x3 spiral piston doors. Which was like, why did no one make a 3x3 piston door? Well, no one had made it as far as I could find in the YouTube thing, so I decided to make one myself. So I guess I'm going to say it's the first ever, but I don't have evidence to, or I have minor evidence to back that up. So correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. But anyways, enough of me talking and let's get started. So you pull the lever, everything starts pulling, and this thing gets completely disassembled back into the wall. Yes, I am quite aware that this takes, like, forever, and the practicality of this in your base is, like, nothing. However, I will probably end up building this on Lonercraft, because, like, I really like this door. I'd like to rebuild it so that it fits my EnderUnknown skin, but there's just not any good blues. I was tinkering around with that idea a little earlier, but I couldn't get a good blue combination. What is it? Oh, it's not hardened clay anymore. It's the blue and light blue. Terracotta now, I believe. They didn't look good. But anyways, not the glazed terracotta, just the normal. I guess they renamed hardened clay. And yeah, see, like blue and light blue just doesn't fit like I've tried. But then when you flick the lever again, the closing sequence is a lot faster and actually more impressive. Well, actually the opening sequence is more impressive, but in the redstone aspect. As for looks, this guy just looks like his face is being completely ripped apart, which looks actually quite funny. So if you think about it, that's his nose, and I know his eyeball's still up there, but the only way I could have got around that is removed this piston on this side, duplicated this entire thing onto that side on over there, and then removed the top piston on that version, and then this side would take the bottom piece of the I want to call it, like, I want to say the nose, but this side would take the bottom piece and the other side would take the top piece, and that would hide both of the eyes. But I honestly, I like kind of the thought of the guy's eye just sticking randomly out of the wall. I think that's kind of funny. And then also, well, I didn't really want to duplicate this. This alone probably took me 2 or 3 hours, and I even used the colored concrete, which I never do, because, well, I just realized how beneficial it was. I thought it'd be too much work to place the different colors, but it actually really helps. So anyways, last one, or this is the last opening, closing. Closing, and then I'm going to explain into the interworkings and which each of these circuits do, and maybe you'll learn something and be able to replicate this circuit for yourself. Yeah. Okay. So let's get started. If you just wanted to see this for how it worked or how it looked, not as much how it works, I would end the episode or end the video now, cause well, I am going to be explaining every circuit or almost every circuit in this entire build. And that I could assume would be quite boring. I did actually not expect it to be this big, otherwise I would have moved it somewhere else. It's kind of covering my ice pathway. Okay, so as you can see, we have several different colors, and each color represents a circuit. So all the cyan concrete represents the circuitry that uh, is kind of directly touching the piston. So every piece of the redstone, or every like, because this is kind of an algorithm of, or a pattern of sorts, and that's kind of how it assembles. So this piston, this one has to extend, and then that one has to extend, and then that one has to, this one has to pull back, and all that stuff, and that's all a pattern. So everything that the pattern synchronizers connect to, which is all or majority of the other colors, uh, connect to the cyan ones, which are the direct link to the pistons. So next up we got the purple ones, which are attached to the input, and they represent the first cycle. And by cycle I mean kind of the taking the first block. So for this one, for the bottom piece, the purple blocks, they are going to take this one, this bottom layer, and get it ready and put it where it needs to be. Then we have the green ones, which are the second sequence, which will take the second block, which happens in this case to be this one, or maybe this row, or in this case this row, and put it where it needs to be. And then in the rare case, we have the red blocks, which is only on the right side because it's the most complex circuit, which takes these two, the center blocks, and it's the third sequence of blocks that need to be moved. So the third sets of retractions and or extensions and retractions. And then we've got the blue blocks, which are just kind of like they connect all the inputs together to this one spot, which makes a bigger input, or I guess it's a network of inputs, I guess you could call it. And I guess I didn't explain, but these two blocks here are just retracted by pistons, and this top row is just pistons as well. So not much going on there, but yeah, this took me a while to build. Oh, and last but definitely not least, the the pink blocks, which they're the reset, which means like what I mean by that is the pushing of the blocks back into place. So so that's using all the algorithms and the different the purples, the greens, and the reds, but this is everything pink handles the closing. So you'll see the pink circuitry flashing, and that'll be closing the door. And pink never it's attached to the pulse creator. I think it's falling edge monostable, or this wouldn't be technically a monostable, but pulse generator. And yeah, it's whenever the input turns off, everything closes. So this does not work by button as well. By default button, I guess technically there could be a modded button, or you could add a what is this called? The toggle flip-flops, I believe, into it, and that would work too. And yes, I know I do this, or I guess I haven't done this, but I like to do this, is I will put a what is it called? I think the XNOR gate. Yeah, I think the XNOR gate that both sides can be opened from. I actually now I want to know. Let me go grab, or let me go to logic gates. It's this one over here. Oh, it's just the NOR gate. Oh yeah, XNOR is the one with. Okay, yeah, just the NOR gate. So sorry about that. The NOR gate, I like to use that so that both inputs can control the door, but I'm not currently because I really didn't want to put that in. I mean, it adds enough to the build, but that's something that I'll be doing in Lonercraft. By the way, if you have not watched my series on Lonercraft, I'd quite advise you do. I show off some pretty cool redstone stuff and also some building stuff. I don't do a lot of, I mean, I do those building spotlights, or I was doing them. I stopped that series for the time being. I actually do have another video for that will be coming out this weekend. Or I think by the time this video is uploaded tomorrow. And yeah, I do have a, so that one's not discontinued. Anyways, back to the point of, this is a pretty cool door. If you guys really do want a tutorial, I am willing to make one. I really don't want to, at least not at its current state, but I will make a tutorial if I'm requested to. I do need to probably shrink the redstone down a little bit, and yes, I know this looks strange on the front. It needs to run out of pulse length. I can't just connect it up there, because when I was building this, I didn't really take into consideration the fact that it would end up looping because yeah, this whole loop starts based off of, or all this stuff, all the green on this one starts when this last cyan is updated. And I guess I didn't realize that until it was kind of too late. I got the green figured out and I was like, oh, I have to pulse this. So these all need to have power 1 so that they can't spread to the other redstone blocks. So, little explanation there, and thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, or even better, subscribe. If you guys want to see more of redstone piston doors and kind of stuff like that, I would like to know, because I enjoy building them, and I think they're fun. Also, one last thing to think on before I leave, or I got to go. I'm going to be doing a redstone or building advent calendar in Minecraft. Not both, but one or the other. So, and I'm going to be picking a subject based off of comments. So, if you guys want to, I'm asking now, and I'm going to ask this probably for the next couple of, I won't bring it up again for a little while, but I would like to know what you guys like to see, because I'd like to do like if you guys want a redstone advent calendar, I'll do a redstone advent calendar, and then I'll ask, like, what kind of redstone do you want to see? And, you know, hidden input, doors, you know, that kind of stuff that I would be happy to show. I just need to be sure that you guys are interested in that. So, I'm not going to bring that up, but just be thinking on that. Or if you guys want me to do a redstone event calendar on, like, castle building, I'll do that, or, you know, whatever. So, just wanted to leave you guys with that to think on. That's not coming up till December. I will probably do that. I just want to know so I can get started on thinking up some designs for the redstone advent calendar. And some will be challenge event, or some will be challenge, which would, or kind of like challenging, which would be something like this that I wouldn't do a tutorial on. Or maybe it would be a little easier that I could do a tutorial on, like some of my doors off in that direction that I've built. So, yes, I know I've been rambling on for too long in this video. Sorry about that. Thank you guys for watching, and Ender out.